So what are we going to do today? Today I have a tag video. It's just a chit-chatty tag about perfume and about some YouTube and about some life stuff, and I thought we could hang out. So if you are interested, just stay tuned. Hey you guys, welcome back to my perfume studio, otherwise known as my closet. I'm Holly Golightly and this is Perfume Vegas.
Wow!
Welcome back to join me for another chatty, talking about fragrance, having some fun, having a drink. You maybe have coffee or tea, a cocktail. I have a beer, a Keystone Light, because that's the type of night it is. This lip, I was watching Altamar and I was so inspired by 1940s style red lip. I tried to recreate it. The shape isn't great because my lip shape doesn't really fit that. But this lip color is from KVD Beauty. It's called Archangel. It's one of their studded kiss lipsticks. If anyone was wondering. Okay, you guys. So, all right, so today we are going to do a tag video. This is a tag from the lovely Mojan. I hope to God I'm saying your name right. I'm so bad. This is one of the things I'm going to discuss later in this tag. But her original video is linked below. It's just open for anyone, so if anyone is interested, you can just go check out her video and do the tag for yourself. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in after I have a drink. I have a metal straw. That's questionable. So the first question: what are two fragrance buys this year that what are two fragrance buys this year that have become loves? So we've all been doing a lot of buying during quarantine. I do buy a fair amount of perfume, but I've done so much more buying than normal during this quarantine period. But I did find a lot of I did find a lot of real loves. So, two fragrance buys this year that have become total loves. The first one is Rat Absolu de Nuit from Boucheron, and it's kind of dark, but not too heavy. It's a little bit like a blackcurrant or like fruity sort of fragrance, plum maybe, and then there's like some warmth with some vanilla or tonka in the dry down. It's just such an easy, dumb reach. I have had this for a few months now, and I reach for it all the time. It's probably my new favorite dumb reach type of fragrance. And then number two, the Nuxe Prodigious La Parfum. This bottle is like I can't even describe it. It's like, okay, so I just watched a movie on Netflix called Unisex, and that movie, first of all, I have gotten used to the fact that French movies are like slice of life. You don't get a real entrance, you don't get a real exit. It's just, it is what it is. But the main character, one of the main characters, Sophia, in that movie, this is what, like, as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, I bet she wears Nuxe Prodigious La Parfum. She's also so beautiful. She's also so composed in the way that she carries herself. And there's one line in the movie where the second protagonist's mother asks her if she thinks Sophia has an easy life or easy girl. And the main character says, no, I don't. And she's like, yeah, no, she's just as difficult. It has just as many problems as the rest of us. all of that rambling about the movie to say that, like, that's what I think of when I think of this fragrance, or when I smell this fragrance. It's just like a beautiful, gorgeous, tanned French girl. She's on the Riviera. They're in Cannes. They're like, I can't, unless you see these images, I don't think I can describe them well enough to make it make sense. But this fragrance is so beautiful. I purchased a full size that I'm going to be talking about in an upcoming video, and I absolutely adore this. I love it so much. I love it so much. I can't believe that I've spent like 6 minutes already. It's only the first question. The second question is, what are 2 fragrance buys this year you just hated? Well, I don't have them, obviously, because I wouldn't keep them. But the first I can think of off the top of my head was Elisab, Girl of Now, Shine. I got rid of that. I sold it immediately. I didn't even bother. I think I hauled it for you guys and then I sold it right away. And then the second one was Guerlain Excellence. Unfortunately, that fragrance, like I said, it just, you know, if I want a powdery violet fragrance, I have Creed Love and Black. That's good enough. That's good. I'm fine with that. I usually love Guerlain fragrances, but I'm never going to say I love everything from a single house, because stuff like that happens. It just doesn't work for me, and that's okay. The third question, what are your 2 best blind buys this year? My 2 best blind buys this year, Prada Candy Kiss. This is just a gorgeous, like, it's like a cloud of orange blossom. If you are an orange blossom fan, definitely you should try this out. It's beautiful. It's light enough that it can be worn during the daytime year round. And it's still kind of sexy enough that even if you were letting it linger, or you topped it up for summer nights, definitely, it smells great. I have all of my Prada candies out now. So it's little home back there with its siblings. And then the second is, of course, Zoologist Squid. I bought this for my birthday, and this is just phenomenal. I've always felt that although Angel by Mugler is my favorite perfume of all time, I do feel like I'm wearing perfume when I wear it. But Zoologist Squid, when I wear this, I feel like I am this. Like, this becomes me. Like, I feel like this is my scent. It's the same feeling I get with Perfumum Roma, Ambra Aurea. I have no idea if that's right. Where it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a scent. I would say that the Perfumum Roma one is one of my best blind, or like the best blind buy I've had, but I did get a tester of that, so it was not a blind buy. Squid was, and I could not be happier with this. I couldn't be happier with this fragrance. It's just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. The fourth question, what are 2 fragrances you're reaching for a lot during quarantine? Good gracious. What are 2 fragrances I'm reaching for a lot during quarantine? This top row has all of the fragrances that are like my easy reach scents. And then one that was up there that I've recently moved down is Immortelle Tribal by Atelier de Givenchy. Givenchy? What was that? I don't know. Sweet, nutty, walnut covered in honey. Super easy. I just grab it and spray basically anytime I want to pick me up. The second that I'm reaching for a lot, that happens every time I pick this up, is Zara Bergamot and Lavender. This is from the, it was in the men's section of Zara, but it's definitely a unisex fragrance. It's just bergamot and lavender. It's just, again, a very uplifting, very refreshing, calming scent. I wear this to bed a lot. So those two I'm reaching for a ton, as well as the Cats Absolute de Nuit, as well as all of the others I have mentioned already. Scent the vacations you would have taken if not for quarantine. I wasn't really planning anything seriously. Like, I didn't have serious plans for any vacations in 2020, like, not major. One thing that I had tossed around with a good friend of mine was maybe a girls' trip to Paris. This wasn't like for sure, but if that had happened, like if that had taken place, I probably would have worn something like D&G La Temperance, something that's just kind of classy but also very easy to wear and appropriate for all situations. Mont Blanc, Presence d'une Femme would have worked just as well too. And then of course we go to Disneyland all the time. So for Disney, I always wear really easy fragrances. Normally I wear my D&G number 10 Rue de la Fortune. But because I'm on the dregs of that fragrance for Disney, I probably would have done something like the Cat Absolute de Nuit or something like that. I always take Angel wherever I go, so there's always that option too. But like, I know a lot of people want to associate a scent memory with a specific place, but for me, that just doesn't, like, that happens naturally, and it's more likely to happen with a fragrance I purchase at that place than one I take with me. So, yeah, I don't really plan things like that. Let's see. What's your favorite unisex or men's fragrance discovery this year? Well, like I said before, the Zara Bergamot Lavender was in the men's section of Zara's webpage, but I don't think it's a men's type of fragrance. It's definitely unisex. But I think my favorite that I would call masculine or unisex leaning masculine would be Maison Francis Kurkdjian Absolu pour le Soir, and that is here. This is just a very deep, slightly barnyardy amber. Unlike Grand Soir, it doesn't have that soft sweetness to it. This is very straightforward, spicy, vegetal, animalic type of amber scent, but it's so gorgeous. It has amazing lasting power. This is definitely one for special occasions. I can wear really strong perfumes, but I definitely couldn't wear this like all day or as a daily type of scent. This would be a special occasion fragrance for sure. So that would probably be my favorite, masculine or unisex, because I do feel like it is more masculine of an amber scent, especially when compared to Grand Soir. So, moving on. What fragrance did you find for the best deal this year? Crap, I keep using the same fragrance that I have thought about for a different question and then using it for that question, but I will get this one. Hold on. Okay, I can't find the bottle. If you can see like my perfume storage unit over here, slightly chaotic, but I picked up a 1 ounce of Italie Blanche Jasmine and Cigarette for $20 on fragrancepie.ca, which definitely by far best value for the money. I mean, I was like stunned. I was so excited. I also want to harken back to my favorite Police, Exotic Jungle Woman. When we're talking about best blind buys, this guy tops. I finally put it away, but that was only because I felt like I think I'm about half like here, like I've used a lot of this, so I think that it deserves a honorable mention. What was my most expensive purchase? So my most expensive purchase was, the most expensive fragrance that I got this year was the Maison Christian Dior Grand Bal. I believe that retails for $280 US. I need to take a drink for that. But that was a gift. That was gifted to me. So the most expensive one I purchased myself is Perfume Roma Ambra Aurea. I can't get it out because of this mess over here. But yeah, was Perfume Roma Ambra Aurea, which retails for $265, and I paid full price for it, so that was most expensive. Makes me like cringe a little. What is the worst part of YouTube? Like, wow, that switched really quickly. I started making videos I think in 2014, I started making videos. A lot of my old content is deleted or private now. But it's been what I'm going to talk about is something that has happened continuously on videos from 2014 until this day. And that is, people commenting about the way that I pronounce perfume names, perfume brands, perfume ingredients that are in a foreign language usually, or even in English. But most often my English pronunciation is just dialectic, but the way that I pronounce French words especially, I've gotten comments on probably almost every single video I've ever recorded that featured any type of French in the video. I've had comments about how I pronounce things, and I'm like, you can tell the difference between people who are genuinely offering, knowledge for you, and I always appreciate that, especially when it is a word I genuinely don't know how to pronounce. But a lot of times the feedback that I get is quite negative. It's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? It's quite patronizing. People say in the comments, you're saying this wrong, without then providing an appropriate pronunciation, or will say, you need to say such and such like this. The thing is that I already know 99 times out of 100, every word that I speak, I already know how it sounds. I've heard it. I've seen it. I've heard native speakers say it. I can hear it correctly in my head, but I actually was born tongue-tied and struggled with speech until I was in kindergarten. And then, even then, I struggle with pronunciation of certain letter combinations. I struggle with pronunciation of certain vowels, like vowel type of pronunciations. And any language that uses a rolling R sound, I cannot create that sound. I physically cannot. So my R's are always flat. They're always flat. And I know I sound very American when I speak in a foreign language. I already know that, and it makes me extremely uncomfortable when people point it out to me. And of course, again, I have no ill will towards people who are genuinely trying to be helpful. Like, I appreciate it. But people who are just trying to be like one-upmanship, or just trying to prove a point, or act like they, know better. I get it. I don't say cut. I don't say it right. I know I don't. All right. I can't make R sounds appropriate in Spanish, or even some German, and I am fluent in German. I'm conversational in Spanish. The only languages where my pronunciation is pretty close to correct are Japanese and Portuguese, where both of those languages, almost all sounds I can easily make with my mouth. But I had my ex is French. My best friend she teaches English to French speaking students. I can read, understand, and write French, but I cannot say the words correctly. I can't pronounce them correctly, and it is very uncomfortable for me when I know somebody is going to point it out. So that's been the worst experiences that I've had on YouTube, and it has been a constant thing. And it's not directed at any one person. It's just like the trolls who go out of their way to tell you that you're saying it wrong. And I know a lot of you know those kind of comments. So moving on. The best part of YouTube, or people from YouTube you've met. Everyone I've met on YouTube is great. Like, I feel very lucky that I haven't fallen into the trap of where you are, clicking with people, or that you're connecting with other YouTubers or other people in the community, and you're just basically using each other for views. Well, one thing, my channel is so small that no one would do that, but the second thing is that that's such a toxic energy, and I try to be cognizant of who kind of seems to be embodying that energy and stay away from them. But I do feel very lucky that the people that I've connected with on YouTube and that I've connected with in the fragrance community are just genuinely nice people who want to share a genuine love for fragrance with each other and with the world through the medium of YouTube. The second to last question, what's a fragrance video that was recently uploaded that stands out to you? So I have to go ahead and say that the originator of this tag, Mojan, this video, it really did stand out to me. I don't comment a lot on videos, but I did feel compelled to comment onto her video, and of course to recreate it, because I just felt like her presentation of these questions and her answers to them really, I felt that, and just being able to reflect on the quarantine period without negativity. I really liked that too. And I thought that the tag was great, and I thought the questions were great. And so this video, or her video, is linked down below. So definitely go watch it. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. And the last question is, what fragrance are you wearing today, or fragrances? I didn't put on a perfume today, did I? I don't think I did, actually. I have been struggling with illness, so I'm not really going out of the house much. Yeah, I haven't put any perfume on today. I know. I actually don't wear perfume all the time, every day. Although I do try to wear perfume whenever I think about it, I'll go put some on. Today I haven't, though. So, it's tough. Let's do something fun and different. This is Francis Kurkdjian Masculine Pluriel. I have both masculine and feminine, but I don't know where feminine is. It's in this box somewhere. I can't find it. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. So there you go. Masculine plural from Mason Francis Kirkshon. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this tag, the questions are down below. Check out Mojan's video and make sure to subscribe to her and your girl here. Please tell me how badly I pronounced everything down below. I'm going to definitely not delete those comments. And otherwise, give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Hit the bell that wiggles around if you want to get more content direct to your inbox. And also make sure, like I said, subscribe for more. I hope to see you again very soon on another video.